The results are probable paternity, 99.9999%.
Percent what?
Yes, he's your father. Right there.
What? What?
Kirk, I can relate, brother. I can relate. Hello, family. Hello. Glad to see you here. I'm glad you clicked on in this video because it's going to touch your heart. I came across a video of Kirk Franklin, and it's a documentary, and it really explains how Kirk struggled and how he came up. It explains what he went through. It explains his off and on symptoms towards other relationships and off and on symptoms towards his relationship with God. And growing up without a father, it can affect you. It can affect a child mentally, because the father tells you who you are. That's the father's job. The father's job is to tell you who you are, is to sit you down and tell you, daughter, this is who you are. Son, this is who you are. That's the father's job. And when we grow up without that, it really creates a mental scar, is what I call. It leaves a mental scar within us because we're struggling with our identity and we don't know what that is because the father wasn't there to tell us. So I'm going to play a video, and I want us all to sit back and watch it together, and I want us to soak in what Kirk went through, and this will explain his struggles. And I'm going to come back to you and I'm going to ask you your thoughts. I'm going to ask you to share down in the commentary, if you'd like, of what you thought. So here we go.
I was born Kirk Smith. I was raised in a neighborhood called Riverside in Fort Worth. Low income community, pimps, prostitutes, clubs on the corner, liquor store right around the corner from the house. I would go to church every Sunday with the woman that adopted me, Gertrude. She adopted me when I was 4, and she was 64. She didn't have any children, but she was a distant relative. There was never a time that I don't remember not knowing I was adopted. So I go get my swabs done, and a couple of weeks later, I get a call from my doctor.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Okay, so let me give you these results and not beat around the bush. It says the results are probable paternity, 99.9999%.
Percent what?
Yes, he's your father. Right there.
What? What?
Yes, sir.
What? What? What?
Yeah, 99.
What?
Yeah.
What? 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 This man is my father?
Yes, it is.
This man is my father?
Listen to me.
My mama lied to me again? I'm adopted, and I've lived my whole life trying to figure out who I are. I am. I'm saying that I have hated one man my whole life. I have to go. Okay, I gotta go. Okay. This man is my daddy. This man is my daddy. I'm gonna have to go to this guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to go to this dude, man. Oh boy, so in the middle of this record, this what we're doing. That's what we're doing in the middle of the record. So, you know, we're just gonna get it in. And, so I just want y'all to know that it's real.
Yeah. Hello?
Sandra.
Who? Who you calling?
Aunt Sandra.
Thank you. Okay. Hi, Kirk.
You know, that's not something that I appreciate, but I'm not gonna get that deep into it. You know, if that's how you want to continue to communicate with me, listen, I need to see you and Deborah.
Okay.
So as you can see there, Kirk struggled. He struggled mentally. And again, I said, it leaves you with a mental scar. So those fears, those anxieties, those nervous attacks that he felt, that comes from that scar, that mental scar that we develop of growing out without a father in the home. Every child grows up with that. It's God's will for the families to stay together. It's not God's will for the families to be divided and fighting and arguing. That's not God's will. It is God's will for families to stay united, to stay together, to work together and accomplish things together and love one another. That is God's image of a family, and that's God's will of a family. And it is important that we stay that way. And I'm going to encourage all family members to stay together. Stay together. You may fight and argue, but stay together. You may disagree, but stay together. Don't ever let your disagreements or your arguments cause you guys to go astray, because that's the devil. That's what the devil wants you to do. He wants you to go astray, take it to heart, get offended, and never come back, never talk to that person again, that family member again. Don't let the devil tempt you to do that. And I can sense here in this video that there are a lot of you, and there are many people out there that are dealing with these issues in the family, you know, arguing and fighting, and the disagreements are really getting to the heart. People are getting offended. They're leaving one another. They're not talking to one another, and it goes on for a while. Well, folks, that's not the will of God. So if you are caught up in that, come out of it. Don't let the devil trap you in that, because the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Always remember that. And he will stop at nothing until he divide and conquers. So don't let him divide and conquer your family. Don't let him do it. So let's go back to this other clip, family, and let's continue to watch this together.
So how do you want me to get back with you?
I'm going to text you. No, I'm going to text you this number.
Okay.
I'm going to text you this number and just give me a call back.
All right then.
Okay, thank you.
Gentlemen. Enter. I'm Rick Hubbard.
Hey, my name's Kirk. You know, I see him. I can't even tell you what I felt, what I was thinking. I was just lost, not knowing what to do.
Truth about it. Sorry, man.
It's not your fault. You didn't know.
I'm sorry.
Hey, didn't know.
I didn't, man. And had I known, you would have known. And I would have.
Hey, man. Give me a chance. This is gonna be a lot, but I want to hug you. Please forgive me if it's not the best hug. No, bro. Just. He didn't even know. He didn't even know he had a son.
When Kirk reunited with his father, it did something to him, because at the same time, he's back to being that child again / grown man. I was there. I knew exactly what Kirk was feeling when he was standing in front of his father, when he was sitting down in front of his father. I knew exactly what Kirk was going through. I know the anxieties. I know them because I went through that. I grew up without my father, and I never met him in person, but I spoke to him on the phone, and I've been praying for years, Lord, just let me meet my father. I want to meet him. Let me speak to him. Let me hear his voice, because I needed to know who I was. And that was troubling me throughout all my life. My father told me on the phone who I was. And that was an insecurity that was fulfilled within me. Even though that relationship didn't last long, because my father couldn't accept the fact that I'm a grown man now and I'm not that little boy anymore. So he was struggling, but I told him, I said, look, Dad, I'm a grown man now. So we gotta draw the line here. You gotta respect the fact that I'm a grown man, and you gotta treat me like a grown man. You can't treat me like I'm still that little boy. And he couldn't do it. So we had to part ways, because I've learned to never let anyone take your manhood. The brothers know what I'm talking about on that one. But I always kept praying for my dad. Let's not give up on Kirk. He went through his struggles, but he's trying. I sense in my gut, I sense in my spirit, he's trying to bring himself back to the Lord. That's why he's sharing this footage with the world, because he's trying to let us know, hey, I may have gone astray, but I'm coming back. I'm coming back home. Now I'll be uploading my next video tomorrow, because as you know, I do this every day. It's an honor to serve you all. And until then, stay strong in the Lord, always, and keep his joy in your heart. See you soon.